I will urge you, my dear colleagues, that we are not talking about any individual. We are talking about the future of this country, and that is why we are elected. Our interest should be the interest of Nigeria first, over and above our personal relationship with anybody. And there is nobody, not even the president of this country, or any one of us here seated, that is bigger than the entire Nigeria. And so Nigeria should be put first. When we have this kind of crisis, we behave as if all is normal. That's why I said that we should be in a mourning mood.
Mr. Speaker, it doesn't lie in the mouth of any security officer. Because the first duty of the police under the Constitution is to enforce the law. If the spokesman of the police now say a law is bad, then is in essence telling us is shackling in its constitutional responsibility. Is an abdication of duty for which the totality of the police itself and not just the mere spokesman should be held responsible. It is not the duty of the police to say whether a law is good or bad.
The altercation between him and the governor of the state would not have been necessitated at all if he spoke forthrightly and he went to do his job the way he should do it. Because if you now allow this altercation to degenerate to your spokesperson saying that the governor is a drowning man, then we are wondering exactly what do they mean. Let's not treat this matter on the surface. What do they know that we don't know? What is the ocean that they have created for the governor to drown in that they alone know about, that we Nigerians don't know?
Those in favor of the motion say aye. Those against it say nay. The ayes have it.
The House also considered another motion on the need to curb thuggery and political activities in Kano State and across the country.
The House notes the alarming rate of thuggery sponsorship and development in Kano State and Nigeria at large in political rallies as well as organized activities. Also notes that the sponsorship and development of thuggery by some politicians in the country has created wrong perception about the patriotic politicians and condemned the essence of politics to the development of the society such as Nigeria. Observed that this ugly incidence with immediate collapse of law and order in the country has impeded the political development of Nigeria and threatens the Nigerian democracy. Concerned that some politicians are responsible for arming the thugs and sponsoring of fetish-related protection of the thugs as a way to intimidate or assassinate their political opponents. Worried that thuggery activity in Nigeria has created discord or disharmony among the people of the same community and led to the loss of many innocent lives, as well as well-meaning politicians in the country. Disturbed that the Nigerian police and other security agencies have turned blind eyes to this illegal act of terror that are being perpetrated in the open by the thugs in Kano and other parts of the country.
The political differences in the state reflected in the debate that followed, but once again the issue narrowed down to the performance of the police chief.
We were crying that there are people, the killers are in a particular village called Tungwa, close to Benue. There is intelligence. The security agencies across the country are aware that these people are camped in Tungwa. A whole IGP claims ignorance. A whole IGP says he is going to Tungwa. At the end of the day, he says there is nobody, no arms camped in Tungwa. There are so many of these reports across the country which have made a lot of us to lose confidence in the professionalism of the conduct of the IGP. Therefore, Honorable Speaker, honorable colleagues, my amendment is that we delete the prayer there and replace with call on the President and Commander-in-Chief to replace the IGP with a more professional-oriented police officer.
I must warn that if this amendment is carried, it means that the entire House has lost confidence in the IG. That's just the meaning of the amendment. Okay, I'll put the question. Those in favor of the motion say aye. Aye. Those against it say nay. The ayes have it.
Meanwhile, a lawmaker opposed the resolution of the House and planned to move to have the resolution overturned. According to the lawmaker, who spoke with journalists after plenary, the matter should have been properly investigated before the resolution to call for the sack of the police chief. However, the motion did not come up as the Speaker ruled that it could not come under a motion of urgent national importance. Rather, it should come as a motion of notice. The motion is now expected to come on another legislative day.